Okay. So, hello
Hi.
and welcome to episode 3, right? 3? Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Of Queer Central Station. Yay.
Yay. The Q&A episode.
Yes, Q&A episode. Um Also happy Pride.
Oh yeah, happy Pride. It's June. We stand. We love the gays in this household.
Yes.
So,
Currently
um,
recording on June 9th,
hell yeah.
and there is going to be a Pride episode really soon.
Event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, stay
I
tuned
don't
for
even
that.
honestly know what we talk about in it, but yeah, it's gonna be a happy episode.
Yes. We'll figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, this, as Danny said, this is the Q&A episode. So basically I opened up the chat room for you guys to ask us questions about whatever you want, and we got a few pretty quickly. Um and so I have them all written down in front of me, and a quick disclaimer, we're not professionals.
Yeah.
We're not like doctors or like
We're
professors.
also not in your shoes. So
Yeah,
even though we
everyone's
give
different.
advice, it
Yeah.
may not be the best advice for you to take.
Yes, it's
So just, you know,
just a
take
warning.
advice with caution.
Yeah, just advice from experience and like general knowledge that you could just like look up, but you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, just wanted to say that, just cause just in case.
Yeah. Just a disclaimer.
On to the questions. So question number one is, I probably should have wrote down who asked what.
Wait, you didn't do that?
I just wrote down the questions.
Oh, ooh,
It's okay. It's okay. I can just
well,
scroll back up. Okay, it's fine.
it's fine. It's fine.
So the first question is, what is a good age to explore gender/sexuality? From username Dalen, Dalen. They don't have like a name in their bio, so
Just that's the user.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
username Dalen.
Um, that's I think, okay. From experience, I didn't like choose when I wanted to like start questioning. It just
Yeah,
like
it just kind of
happened.
pops in
It
your
just kind of
head.
comes to you, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's been people that literally put off figuring out their like sexuality or gender from a young age. Like I've seen like uh people's stories of like, yeah, I didn't like I it was like something where like it was like a Tumblr post and it was like when I was younger I I thought I might like girls, but then I thought to myself, I'll save that problem for another day. And then they found out that like they were lesbian in like 12th grade or something. I'm like, oh,
Oh
so
wow.
yeah, like it's. I feel like it's there's no like okay, like yes, you can technically sit down and like think like okay, like who do I think I am? What am I? But like usually it just comes to you first, in my experience.
Yeah, same here. Either
Like
or like, well,
like what?
for me with my like sexuality,
Uh-huh.
it was kind of other people that started like the conversation in my head, because like when I was like 12, 13, girls would like tell me like, "Oh, I wish I didn't like boys cuz you'd be such a good girlfriend," or whatever. And
Uh-huh.
I think to myself like, well, girls like me? Like, is there, a reason why girls like me, like, so sometimes other people can trigger it, or it just kind of happens for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely it happens when you start like I don't know, getting a crush on someone probably. Like
Oh yeah, that
that's,
too.
say it's like, who's a different, gender sex from you. So like that, like for example in 6th grade, uh, I liked one of my friends that was a girl, so that made me start questioning like, oh, like does that mean like I'm gay, bi, like what, what's going on? So there's that. Usually it comes from like if you realize you have feelings for someone that is not the norm, quote unquote, in society.
Hmm. Yeah.
So and then the whole gender thing just kind of it just kind of came to me, like the feeling of like dread of not knowing like who I am, because I definitely knew like, oh, I'm like not a girl, but like I
Yeah.
don't know what I am. So like,
Cause
yeah, usually it just comes to you, to be honest.
yeah, cause most cis people, when talking about gender, they like just they never usually, most of them I say never really questioned it, or they just feel fine, or they never think
Yeah,
to question it, because it's fine.
yeah,
But I feel like even a lot of people who question might already not even be cis, honestly, because it's just like maybe nowadays more people question in general, and it doesn't mean that they're other than a different gender other than assigned at birth, and um, because it's so like it's becoming more open and acceptable a little bit. So I feel like more people are like, "Hey,
also
I'll
also
question," and then end up cis though, which is totally cool.
also I feel like since it's more like I feel like since it's a topic of discussion openly in a lot of places, like on the internet, for example, like I think that can, I think people can start from there, like, trying to understand who they are if they're like questioning, you know what I mean? Like, um, or if, like maybe they didn't know that they were questioning at the time or something like that, but like people being able to like openly talk about their experiences, like they can have something to relate to, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like, yeah, I think it just comes on at some point in your life, you know,
yeah,
like in some way, either as like a thought or a feeling that you have or something of the sort.
yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
All right, I think that was a good answer.
Hmm.
Um, Wait, did we ever give a definitive age? What's a good age?
No, I personally believe
There's no
you
good
can
age.
figure out your gender and sexuality at literally any age. Like
That's true.
there's people who are like in their 50s plus, like just,
That is
finding
true,
out that
yeah.
they're trans and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right.
So like I really think there's like
No.
it
There's
will
not
like
really an
I feel like
instruction
it'll come to
manual.
someone. What?
There's not really an instruction manual.
Yeah, it's really like it's a personal journey,
Hmm.
but like you can make the choice to like definitely look more into it, but there's not like there doesn't need to be like a definite age you should do it by or whatever. Like
Yeah.
you don't it's not like, oh, you have to be 13 to start thinking about your gender. Like no, it's not
No.
like that.
No. I hate when people like don't take children seriously
Oh,
just
same.
because they're young. Like
Yeah,
they're suffering and they are valid.
literally.
Well, you have to listen to your children. Okay. So, question number two, also asked by Dalen, is should children be raised to be gender fluid slash experiment gender?
I feel like I think it's it's a great idea to raise a kid gender neutral, like not having them abide by. Oh, it's starting to rain. Sorry, I just realized it's raining at my house.
It's okay.
Okay. But I feel like just like don't force them to abide by gender rules based on their like assigned gender at birth. Like um, I feel like if you just like if you're not so harsh on that kind of stuff with like your kid, like if you let them make choices for themselves,
Hmm.
like picking say like a dress
That's
or
how
like
I feel,
a
yeah.
shirt and pants, like like don't. I feel like they should have that choice because that's what they feel comfortable in the most.
Yeah.
Like tell them, like just teach them that it's okay to like not totally abide by society's ideals.
And you
Um
don't really have to go in depth with children because, like, they're children, but
yeah,
I
also I think it's fine to refer to them as like the pronouns
they were
associated with
given.
their yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree. And until they either tell you
say
that they want
something.
something else or,
Teach them
they're
that
old
it's
enough.
okay to like like question that sort of stuff, and
Yes.
have, like, just make sure you let them know that it's what feels comfortable for them that matters the most.
I feel like I would, if I had children, I would teach them to use they them pronouns as a default until they know for like
Yeah,
someone's. Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
yeah. I would just educate my kid on, like, like, uh, trans experiences and stuff like that.
Mm.
Um, just like, so that if they ever find themselves questioning, it would be a bit easier for them to understand because they have some knowledge on it. Um, plus, where was I going with that? All right. Plus, like, they know that it's okay if they feel that way. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
so they don't feel like alone or isolated if you like expose them or teach them that yes, this these feelings happen and you're okay.
Yeah. I think it's just let the kid decide what they're comfortable with. Like, if it's like, if they want to play with a, like, transform toy, let them. Like, there's no harm in that.
I
They want to
never
play with, like, a
understood gendered
Barbie, let
toys.
them. Huh?
I never understood gendered toys or clothes. I
Oh,
really
me
didn't.
neither, dude.
Cuz like young like it doesn't make sense to have different clothes for little kids. 'Cause they're practically the
Yeah.
same at that age.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, there's literally not much difference at all.
No.
Like, for kids, like, at
No.
all, literally. Like,
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's just the gender roles, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really what it's about.
And the toys
Have them
especially is
perform.
stupid, but
Huh?
the
What'd you say?
the toy thing is especially stupid because it
Oh
literally
yeah,
makes
I
no
hate
difference
that.
what they play with.
Yeah, literally, like, it's not gonna make your kid. Ooh, sorry, I'm playing Animal Crossing while recording
Hell
this
yeah.
with you because it's like it's make letting me do something. You know what I mean? While I'm, like, talking,
Yeah,
which sounds weird,
of
but,
course.
like, multitasking.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Like, I listen to like, if I can't listen to music while I, like, work or something, like, I can't focus, because I need that, like, constant noise. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, same.
But right, about the toy thing. Um, yeah, I never got that either. I thought it was, like, pretty dumb,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
My
because, like,
parents never let me play.
it's not gonna make your kid gay or something, like,
Yeah,
or whatever that stereotype is.
for real.
Like, I just don't understand it.
Me either. My parents never really let me play video games just because
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
for
so
a
dumb.
boy.
I
I'm
forgot
just like,
about
what?
that.
Shut up.
Yeah, like,
Who
literally,
cares?
that's so dumb.
I agree.
Like, literally, there's video games, like, there's gendered video games, which I also find very,
Yeah, that is
like,
really weird.
dumb.
What is it
What?
like? girlscogames.com or
Oh my
something?
god, no, okay, that's iconic though. Listen,
I know, but
that's iconic.
it's so
I
gendered.
Yeah, I know, but, like, still, it's iconic. Like, that's the only place where you can do, like, pregnant Elsa feet surgery games. You know what I mean?
Ooh, you're right.
But yeah, right. So yeah, I forgot what the original question was right
Should
now.
children be
Okay,
raised to
that,
experimenting?
right. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
I think they should just be raised gender neutral and taught that, like, it's okay if you feel comfortable with different pronouns, or, like, like, you feel like you're not really the gender you were assigned at birth. Like, I think all of that's fine. Like, I,
Yeah.
I don't see the problem with doing that at all. Like, I think it's better than forcing kids to subscribe to, like, or not subscribe. What is the word? It's like,
Conform rather,
no, not
maybe?
it's what's the word? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, like, conform to one side of the spectrum. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, in this binary society, like, I feel like that confuses a lot of kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, for example, like, I did not like dresses when I was a kid at
Nope.
all.
Me neither.
And um and I it just like I don't even know how to explain it. Also, emo phases are very apparent. Like I mean, not very apparent, but pretty usual. Like in cases of like people questioning their gender.
Really?
Well, yeah, like I've seen like a lot of trans guys online say that they went through an emo phase, and I'm like, oh, me
Huh.
too,
Me
because I
too.
think that's them like
Trying to find
you know
themselves?
trying to find themselves in a way.
That's
That's like
true.
finally what something they feel comfortable with, because that was it for me. Like wearing all black was like my comfort,
Oh, me
basically.
now?
Oh, dude, same.
Me
But
since
like,
12. uh,
oh, did you see that shirt that I found at Vans today? Did I send that to you, or
I
who
don't
did I
think
send
so.
that to? Oh fuck, I don't know who I sent that to. Well, I have why I brought this up is because I got a button-down shirt on sale at Vans.
Ooh,
So that's really cool.
that's cool.
Um, I literally don't remember if I sent it to you or not. Who the
I
fuck
don't
did I
think you
send it
sent
to
it to
anyways?
me.
Okay, well I'll send it to you now over Snapchat.
Okay.
But why would I bring this up again? I brought this up for a reason. I know, like
In
I'm
your
trying to
heart.
remember. Oh right, clothes, like clothing expressing self. Right. I found this shirt on sale
Oh, yeah,
at
you did.
okay, yeah, at Adam.
Fans.
Sorry,
Adam!
Adam. You should put this picture up in the video, by the way. Just saying, because it's a good photo. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Right, I found that shirt and I was super happy with it because A, it's a button up, and B, it's just really like a nice design. Like Van stuff, like their designs make me so happy. Like wearing them, I feel comfortable in a lot of their shirts and stuff like that.
Ooh,
And ooh,
thunder.
that thunder.
Yummy.
But yeah, I feel I just like don't force your kid
Yeah,
to
don't
be
force them to do anything, really.
yeah, really don't force them into like especially if they like express their discomfort.
Exactly.
Like that's the point where you gotta like, you know, let them start choosing things that they're finally comfortable with, you know? Like I just yeah.
Yeah.
I think raising gender neutral is totally fine.
Hell yeah. Cool. Uh, question 3 is from Caleb slash Kaylee,
Mm-hmm.
and it is: do you think that there should be clothes made for both genders to wear at young ages? So, like gender neutral clothing.
Wait, what? Explain that again?
So it says, do you think that there should be clothing made for both genders to wear at young ages?
So I'm assuming they mean binary male and female,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's
I
what I
imagine.
assumed.
And
But
so, like unisex, do they have unisex children's clothing?
actually I really don't know.
I know
That's
people
never
are
something I
like, I
considered.
know people are like, yellow. If you don't know the baby's gender, you get
Oh, gray,
yellow and
white, yellow.
purple. Yeah. So but I
Yeah.
don't know if that's like physically unisex, like made unisex.
Yeah, like
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know if it comes from like a certain section that's like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know either.
Hold
I
on.
really don't.
Let me go to Walmart's website real quick because they have a lot of baby stuff, right? And let's go
Yeah.
to. Oh my God, honey! I know I'm shopping. Okay.
You have honey?
Yeah, I fucking
Great.
love honey.
I love that.
Okay. And then hello, can I go to the baby section? Okay, baby. Is there
Oh,
like
that's
a unisex baby department?
I really don't know.
Uh, there's the age thing.
Oh wait, I think they go by.
Or they
Isn't there
do.
clothes that just goes by ages? Like it's like
They
they're all in one section, right?
there is a unisex option,
Mm. Okay,
female,
that's
male,
interesting.
unisex. But like clothes don't pop up when I press unisex.
Oh. I really don't know, but I just remember they do stuff
Or
like they do stuff by ages, like if they're
yeah,
like babies,
for
you know
sure,
what I mean?
yeah. So they fit the size.
Yeah, so I feel like it's pretty loose, you know what I mean? Like I don't. I mean, there's definitely gendered clothing for kids, like babies, like like the ladies' man and all that bullshit.
Yeah,
And like just stay away from my daughter until she's 30, like that bullshit. I hate that shit. Side
yeah,
note, like
there's
that shit's so
literally
dumb.
one page of unisex clothing sets for
Really?
babies, and they're just boring gray, light yellow, or super pale blue. Okay. There's like nothing
Interesting.
for
Okay,
unisex
so yeah,
babies. I'll insert a screenshot here of what I'm
yes,
looking at.
yeah. So I guess it's not.
I guess it's
You
not
know,
common.
it's definitely in the beauty department. There's a lot of gendered clothing, such
Yes,
as
for sure.
dresses and stuff. Like
Mama's
or like
boy or whatever.
what?
Mama's boy shirts and
Oh yeah, 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 and like be like
lady killer. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Makes me
and
so
like
uncomfortable.
like daddy's little girl and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, oh, I don't like like
Just why?
I know they won't remember that
I
or
know.
anything,
It's
but
for
it's
the
just
parents.
uncomfortable to
It's
look
so
at. Like,
uncomfortable.
I mean, not specifically like the mama's boy thing, but
Yeah.
like the lady killer thing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
the
oh,
lady killer.
why?
That
That's
creeps me
weird.
out.
Like,
And they
that's
have
weird.
like cute stuff for like gendered stuff, but then with the unisex, it's just all boring. Like,
Yes, like it's not. It exists, but there's no variety.
right, right, right.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I keep asking this. What was the question again?
It's okay. Uh, the question was, do you think there should be clothes made for both genders to wear at young ages?
Oh, I mean, there's already. Why am I not understanding this question?
I don't know. It is worded a little weird.
Wait, okay. Say this one more time for me, please, slowly.
The question,
Yes, the question.
do you think that there should be clothing made for both genders to wear at a young age?
Okay. It, oh, they're asking if we agree with the idea. Oh, I see what they're saying. Okay, because obviously it exists. Like boys and girls
Yes.
clothes, for example. So,
I,
okay,
yeah,
I
there you go.
understand the meaning now.
I
I
sent
was
you
I was
the
very like,
questions.
what? Okay, right. I mean, I guess it's fine, you know, but like I just feel like it's more of a problem when it's oh, you sent it to me. Thank you.
Yes.
I feel like it's more of a like that is a honestly it's weird to think about, to
It
be
is.
honest.
Yeah.
Like it because obviously that's how society is, like, but I mean, I guess it's fine.
I feel like the past few generations of parents haven't really thought about it, so maybe that's why they don't make it. But I feel
Yeah,
like in the future, maybe like
there'll be more.
my
Yeah,
generation or your generation of parents will look for that kind and maybe a market will appear for it.
yeah, I see
But
what you're saying.
I feel like no one really talks about this kind of stuff.
That's true. I mean, it is a thing that is like kind of overlooked because
Yeah.
like it's just
It's just a
like
baby, you
baby
know?
clothes.
Yeah.
I think it just matters more when they're like older
A
because they
little
won't
older.
remember it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like as like a baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good question, though.
Yeah, that is a
Very
really
good
good question.
discussion question.
Sorry we didn't answer that in the most concise, clear way possible.
Yeah, it's okay. Um, okay, so Caleb, Kaylee also asked,
Mm.
do you think that it would be a positive idea to form mixed gender sports teams so that gender fluid people can enjoy the sport?
Ooh, this is a topic right now, I'm pretty sure. Like, this is like a hot topic. Like, when
It is
Williams, where you
sports
at? Like, you
teams.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
But, like, there's the argument where it's like, it's not about gender, but it's more about the sex of a person
yeah, the
because,
physical
like,
aspects
that's
of their body.
physical.
Yeah.
So, I honestly don't know because like there's always those arguments where it's like, oh, men have like more upper body strength than women and whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
So people think that it's unfair to um like pit them against them,
Yeah.
boys against girls or whatever. But like if we're talking about the same team, I feel like if both sides had a mixed team of like people, like of people, then I feel like it wouldn't be that big of a problem. Because the main problem is what people are saying is like when men go against women in
Yeah,
sport.
if it was like one team of just AMAB people and then another team of AFAB people, then I guess you could say, depending on those people physically, then they could overpower the other or it'd be unfair. But not even all cis women or cis men are the same, so it's just like,
Yeah, literally.
it's really hard.
I think if it's mixed gender sports team, I think it's fine
Yeah,
because they're both sides have
a mix.
like a fair
Yes,
game.
exactly.
Yeah. So I think yeah, personally,
Yeah, I agree.
I just feel like I just feel like the problem is so focused on like sex and physical stuff that like
Yeah.
this isn't really think about. Like I mean, think about like this isn't really thought about. So I don't see it like definitely. I don't see it happening like anytime soon per
No,
se.
definitely not.
But
There's
yeah,
other things to worry about anyway.
that's true. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Kind of
Figure that
like the
out.
baby clothes thing too.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna get there. I think that's
Endgame
that makes.
stuff. No.
What, did you say GameStop?
Endgame stuff.
Oh, and GameStop.
uh,
Yeah.
cool. So another child question from the same person. Should they remove the idea of boy toys and girl toys for little kids so they can experiment more? 100% yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Just like have them labeled like, oh, here's the Transformer section, here's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Pokemon section, here's the Barbie section. Like, I don't think it should be like, here's the girl section, here's the boy section. Like, I think it should be like fixed and fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, put action figures next to Barbie. Let the people, like, let the kids decide what they want. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. Not
Like,
like, the companies can make the toys look however they want, whatever, but I think us as a society should be like, all right, Tommy, you want to play with the girl toys or whatever, that side of the toy section, then sure. Who
yeah, like
cares?
I think the idea that like this is the girl section, this is the boy section, so dumb.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon, in like, so for example, in Target, Pokemon's in the
The
fucking
boy
boy section.
section.
Like that's
That's so
literally
stupid. Makes no
anyone can
sense.
enjoy
There's
that. I don't
literally
get
girls
it.
in the show. What?
Yeah,
Like,
literally,
how? Makes
I
no
don't understand
sense.
it. And then it's like the Disney princess section is with the girls, but like there's kids who love Disney,
Yeah. I've seen
that aren't
so many
necessarily
little
AFAB.
boys that like danced with like to Elsa and like it
Yeah,
makes no
literally.
difference.
And Rita's kid,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, I love him.
yeah, and I was saying,
So cute.
he wants to wear like dresses and stuff. He loves
Mhm.
Disney princesses and stuff.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be interesting to see how that
He
rolls out in the
yeah, I
future.
wonder how they'll grow up.
I really don't know, but I really hope they're just not shamed. Rita seems to be pretty like
Rita,
chill with it.
I've heard her say like,
What?
I'll let him dress however he wants, blah blah blah. And I think she said like, I hope this doesn't, like, I hope he grows out of it. I think I've heard her say
Oh,
that. So, I don't know. I don't think she's the most accepting, but
I know, but like it's
hopefully,
like at least she's letting him,
yeah,
like
right
do
now,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I hope that kid's gonna be okay.
I know, me
I really,
too.
I really worry.
Me too.
But yeah.
Um, yeah. So yes. Oh, I saw that
Hmm.
the American Girl dolls are like,
Finally doing boys or something, right?
no, I don't
No?
know. I don't think they're doing boys, but
Did they not have that? I thought they did.
I
I don't
saw
know.
one with like an amputated leg,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
thought
I
that
see
was
what you're
really
talking about.
cute.
Yeah. Also, they sell like like wheelchairs for the dolls,
Oh,
and I
that's
thought that
so
was really
cute.
cool.
I love
And I
that.
like crutches and stuff like that, and like
Oh,
casts and all that stuff.
that's sweet.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
That is really cool.
That just reminds me of the Vine. I think I know more about American Girl dolls than you do, genius. You love
I
that Vine.
love that vibe. Children. That's a good
Children are really
question
cool.
too. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 6 from Dalen again. Should there be a transgender bathroom? The
Okay,
age-old
I have thoughts
question.
about what?
The age-old question.
The age-old question. Yeah, I have thoughts. All right,
Spill.
I have thoughts. If you mean like if this is asking like gender neutral bathrooms, then yes, gender neutral bathrooms should be a thing in my opinion. But if you're saying like a bathroom that's literally labeled like the transgender bathroom, I don't agree with
That's
that
so
because
dangerous.
that's like a that's literally separating
Segregation.
trans. Yeah, like
Yeah.
okay, like it's literally taking like it's invalidating trans people's gender because
Right.
they're putting them in this whole other category.
Third
Like, oh, you're
box.
not this. You should be in this bathroom. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that whole idea. But gender neutral bathrooms, yes, great.
In a
Should trans
perfect
people
world, we can go in any bathroom we want with whoever, and it would be great. But no.
literally like um I just I okay like um I think trans people should go into whatever bathroom they feel comfortable with because they just want to take a piss. That's about
For
it.
real.
Like that's literally it. Like there's nothing more to it. Like I don't see the issue, but okay, Jan, go off, I guess. But
Jan,
like
go off.
oh, that reminds me. Axe body spray, their Twitter. There's this they were talking about oh, somebody was making jokes saying what like floats would be in a straight pride parade, and
Oh
one of
god.
them was like Axe body spray, like as a joke,
Yeah.
and then people were like actually, and like the Twitter was like, um, the Axe Twitter was like, no, we'd actually go to like a pride that matters, and they're talking about
Oh,
like
I think
guys
I saw
pride.
that.
And then this woman named Jill was like tweeting at them saying like, I can't believe you hate street people or something like that. I'm not buying from you anymore. Whatever your stuff stinks and whatever.
Uh,
And she's like, and then the ex Twitter responded with, "Gay rights are human rights." But okay, go off, Jill,
I
or whatever. It
love
was so
that.
funny.
Oh,
It was
bless.
so funny. I love that. Anyway, sorry, that just reminded me of
It's
that.
okay. I love that. But yeah, I wish that
But yeah,
it wouldn't
gender neutral
matter, but
bathrooms all the way. And then trans people going to whatever bathroom they feel comfortable in. Like
yeah. But I feel
literally.
like it would be hard to have my dream of just using whichever bathroom like everyone
Oh yeah, that's
because until we
understandable.
fix like or at least lower the rate of sexual assault on women and whatnot,
Hmm.
then I feel like it would be very difficult.
Yeah, I understand.
But
I definitely think that the best bet for like people who are not like in the binary spectrum, like I feel like gender neutral bathrooms are probably the safest option.
yeah, yeah, a
uh
start.
for, like yeah, like I feel like if there was more gender neutral options, a lot more people would feel comfortable with that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our thoughts on that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
All right, so a lighter, a little lighter of a topic question. Uh, would you like to see a TV show that follows a gender fluid
Yes.
character?
Like, yeah, why? Okay, I read this book called Symptoms of Being Human. This is like one of the like books that has like the like it's the most well known. I think it's one of the most well known. It's like okay, it's one of the most well known books that has a gender fluid character as the main character. Um, and it was a pretty good book except for trigger warning, there's a rape scene which sucks.
Oh,
I mean it's
yeah.
not like it's like explicit, but dude, like I was like triggered from that, you know what I mean? Like I was like, I don't like this. Like, why did you write this in there? You didn't have to add like trauma. Like, let the gender fluid person be. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yes,
That'd
I
be
would
cool.
watch that. That would be cool. And
Same.
if it's about their journey figuring out their gender, or just they, like it's just part, like, it's just the character. Like, if it's the whole point of the show, sure, I'd watch it. If it's just the character that's gender fluid, sure, I'd watch it. Like, literally whatever scenario, I don't care. Like, I'd watch it.
Apparently, there's gender fluid Marvel characters.
Oh, Loki. Loki's gender fluid in
Loki's
the
gender
comics.
fluid.
Yeah, Lady Loki.
The
You know her.
Doctor.
That's not just a That's not just a gender bent version of Loki. That's literally him, like,
Loki.
transforming himself into physically, like, a woman, because
Oh,
gender fluid.
cool. No,
Yeah, it was really cool.
I don't know
Yeah.
any of these other characters, but yeah,
Wait, let
Loki's
me
on
look at him.
there.
Let me look at him.
Raven
'Cause-
Darkholm.
Wait, hold on.
Fenris Wolf.
Hold on. Let me take a looky wookie here.
Looky. I sent you a
Looky.
link.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Okay, hold
That'd be
on.
really cool. There's been like a few or quite a few trans characters in shows that I've seen lately. Like
I need to watch The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina season 2, because fucking Theo comes out. I'm like, yes, finally.
I know I think there's a trans woman in Orange is the New Black, which is
Really? I
yeah.
didn't know that.
And
Cool.
then there's a trans man in what is it called? Shameless?
In Shameless?
He's one of my favorite like um dudes I follow on Instagram.
Oh.
Uh
Wait,
where
is
is it?
this listing characters? Trending pages. All items 25. Wait, it says Thor. Is Thor? Oh, on a specific comic. Right. Okay, wait. Let me look at this.
Oh
Thor
yeah,
Earth.
there's a trans guy on The Fosters and Shameless, which is the same actor.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty didn't like unrelated to movies, but didn't Miley Cyrus say that she was gender fluid? I feel like I remember Miley Cyrus saying that, but I don't remember.
Oh, hi. Did it just cut out for a second?
I haven't heard you.
Oh, what was the last thing I said?
I think you were
Me too.
looking at something.
Oh, okay, right. So the whole right, I was so they do have gender fluid, like, Marvel characters, but,
Oh,
like,
nice.
it's in the comics mostly.
Oh,
Like, for example, in the MCU, like, Loki isn't confirmed as, like, gender fluid.
oh,
Um, but now that the multiverse is going to be a thing, Spider-Man Far From Home,
mhm.
that could open up a lot of opportunities. So that's cool.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Cool.
For what?
For more gender, just not cishet people in shows in
Yes,
general.
me too. Me too. I feel. Also, watch Good Omens. It's a good
Good
show.
Omens.
Also, read the book. I need to read the book. Anyways, the reason why I bring that up is because it's about an angel and demon, and they're like, a lot of people say that it's good representation for, like, an ace relationship,
Right.
which I think is pretty true.
I have to watch.
Like, have, like, a sex or anything like that, so, like, you can read them as, like, non-binary or, like, agender or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they do present as male on the show, obviously, and use, like, he him pronouns and that kind of stuff. But so yeah, they're gay ace people.
Yes.
Basically. Love it.
That's
Watch
so
it. It's
cool.
a good rom-com. Like,
Hell
you
yeah.
know, it's really good. David Tennant is excellent as always. Michael Sheen does a great job. They're just both great. I love them.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right.
Just wanted to
Question.
plug that.
Yeah, plug it. So question 8 is interesting question. It's what's the difference between polyamory and cheating from Dalen?
Polyamory usually, like,
It's a
healthy
consent.
polyamory.
It's
What?
consenting between all
Yes,
people.
yes. There's trust between all people.
Yeah.
Cheating is literally going behind your significant other's back with someone else that
Yeah,
they
I
know.
feel like you can cheat in a polyamorous
No, you
relationship.
can. You
You,
can.
yeah,
Trust
for
me.
sure.
But in polyamorous relationships have communication between all the people. They have trust between all the people. There's honesty, there's loyalty, all that stuff. Like a, um, what's the word for? Oh, is it? What's the word for just a one like two relationship?
Monogamous.
Not yes, monogamous. Like it's the same principles as like a monogamous relationship.
Hmm.
Um, and cheating is obviously going behind your partner's back with someone else they probably don't even know of.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless they like
so,
specifically are like, hey, you can like, you know, talk to whoever you want, blah blah blah. Which in that case, I feel like it's also called an open relationship,
yeah, that's an open relationship.
where it's
Like
like you don't have to tell me, as long
yeah,
as
that's
we're
an
still
open
together.
relationship because they
Yeah.
have knowledge of each other's they gave consent to that,
Yeah. To
to
them to
them
do
to go
that.
to other people if they want.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
not
But yeah,
every.
cheating and polyamorous are not the same thing.
No, not
Totally
at all.
not at all.
No, not at
Nope.
all.
Cheating's a horrible thing. Don't do it, by the
Very
way.
horrible.
Very horrible.
So yeah, that one's pretty short. Um, Alexander or Alexandra asked, "What would be the best age to come out?"
Um,
Mm,
that depends on every person and their
yeah,
situation. I can
safety
say,
number
for
one.
example, yeah, safety is number one. So if you're in a, unaccepting household, I'd wait until you're moved out and like financially stable, so that like if it goes wrong, you can just cut them off.
Yeah,
Um, and if you like and also if you have like an accepting family, I don't have much advice on this because I don't
yeah,
but
can't relate.
yeah, I can't relate, but if your parents are accepting and like wouldn't have a problem if their kid was like in the LGBT community, then like you should go for when you feel the most comfortable to tell them.
Yeah,
It's all about your safety and comfort, honestly.
yes, for sure. Like whenever you're ready, don't let anyone else come out for you,
Yeah,
and
like don't like just be sure to be safe.
don't feel obligated to come out either.
Yeah, like you don't have to. Like it's like it's not like how do I explain it? I don't know. It's like just don't feel rushed into it.
Yeah, because like I feel like once someone comes out, especially to like family, it can like change their whole life or change their whole
Oh yeah.
world.
Yeah,
And that
definitely.
can be
No,
a lot
definitely.
to take on if you're not like ready.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that's just best stage is like when you are comfortable and you know you will be safe. But like if you know you won't be, just wait until you're out of the house and financially stable so you don't need to rely on them. Like you don't have to rely on them anymore. And then if it
or
goes south,
or if
cut it off.
you just need to come out, even if you know it won't be safe, just have backup plan. I think we talked about this last
We
episode.
did. We did.
To have a
Have a
backup
backup plan,
plan,
pack a bag, food, water,
money,
clothes, money, IDs and stuff, like your
friends,
stuff.
have friends
Make
or
sure you can have a friend or other family member to go to stay at their place or something like that. Or
yeah.
go to like one of those places that is labeled a safe
Oh
place.
yeah, Goodwill, McDonald's.
Yeah. But yeah, just when you're ready and when you're safe and comfortable, you.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's my take on that.
cool. Okay. This person doesn't have a name and their username is just three dots. So, but their
Three dots.
their question is, how would you figure out your romantic identity if you've already figured out your sexuality and gender? And this is the
I don't.
two-parter question.
Yeah, I can't really. I can't really answer this because ever since like the beginning when I was starting to questioning my sexuality, like I figured it out. Like I was like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
it kind of came
pansexual.
with it.
Yeah, like it just like it made sense. Like it was the only thing was that when I was questioning my gender, I was very uncomfortable with cis men because obviously like I'm a trans guy. So when I was questioning, I was like, oh, like I'm attracted to everyone but them.
Mhm.
But obviously now that I'm figured out who I am, like I'm just chill with everyone.
Mhm.
So I can't really answer this, I guess. So you can, I think, right?
Um, I like always knew that I was like sexually attracted to like men and the masculine
Mhm.
sided people, and I don't know if it's because I was questioning my gender, but like anything feminine like freaked me out, and like I was just like, and but romantically, like I never saw a problem with anyone ever. Like it never crossed my mind. Like yeah, I can love everyone, you know. But like for me, sexuality is the one that's like kind of or one like from like non-binary to men is where my sexuality goes.
Yeah.
Like that, if you want to put it in like a little spectrum thing.
Mhm.
But I kind of figured out romantic identity like intertwining with sexuality, just because for me they intertwine a lot of the time. But a lot of people separate romantic and sexuality, which is like ideal for me. I wish I could do that, but I don't think I could. But um, yeah, I don't know
I
how
feel
you
like
would figure it out.
how you'd figure it out. Well, if you figured out who you're sexually attracted to and like who you are, like what your gender is, then I feel like it really just comes down to the matter of like who you like
Would date,
what
I guess.
yeah, like who would you want to like kiss and hold
Who
and be
gives you
with? Like
butterflies?
yeah. Like basically like it comes down to like would I feel okay if I was in a relationship with this gendered person, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Or experimenting. That works too.
yeah, like definitely like there's just there's some people who just like aren't romantically interested in like men, for example, or
Yeah.
like and that's just because they don't see themselves in that type of relationship with them, and that's understandable,
Hmm.
that's romantic orientation. But um I think it's really just like who you'd want to spend most of your time with, like you know what I mean, that
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that you think you'd like love, you know what I mean, like care for, stuff like that. It's not like just that you want to like have sex with them. It's
Yeah,
like
no.
you like do you want to see this person, do you want to be around this person, do you want to talk with this person, like would you date them, would you stay with them, would you hold them, would you kiss them, etc., etc., whatever. Like I think those are kind of like questions, I guess, that could help with that. But
Hmm.
other than that, I really don't know, because like I literally would um like
Be
I'm
with anyone.
pan, so yeah.
I'm pan
I
romantic, but
mm-hmm.
yeah. And then the second part to that question, oh, I hear myself, is what if your romantic identity makes you question your sexual orientation?
That happens. That's normal. Well, usually it can flip flop between the two, Um, I
Yeah.
think
I feel like people like in like society put that together as the same thing
yes, that is
because
true.
it's very heteronormative or what's whatever
Mhm.
the word is. Yeah.
Normative. Yeah.
Yeah, but in fact it is two different things. So, but
Hmm.
it can be confusing in this society.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can see where the confusion comes from, because like, you know, people you like, for example, like who you'd want to date and whatever and be romantic with, isn't necessarily the people who you'd want to have sex with. And that's okay.
Yeah,
You know, you don't need
because
to.
sex isn't necessary for a
Yeah.
relationship. I feel like
I mean, if it
society
is
doesn't
for
teach
you,
that.
then like you got to figure that out. Like, I have no advice for that, but like
Yeah.
personally for me, for example, I'm not I'm not like, like I'm not like looking just for that or anything like that. Like that
Yeah.
is like the lowest priority. Like
Exactly.
it's not even a priority. You know what I mean? It's like literally like, oh, that'd be nice, but
Yeah.
like it's not a need, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh no, it's not a need at all.
Yeah, so just like also experimenting really would,
Yeah,
like if you're
for
dating
sure.
someone and you want to figure out like, what sex or gender that you're sexually attracted to, like, be if they're like accepting of LGBT people, be open about it, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, just always let them know how you feel
like
so that
what's going on. Yeah.
yeah, so they don't feel like used or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, so I mean that was a really messy answer, but like yeah, like there's really no other way I could put it, honestly.
Yeah,
Like I don't know how else to say it.
I think we did. Okay job.
Okay, I'm sorry if it was super confusing, but like just do what you feel comfortable with, all right? The most important thing. You know, don't rush yourself into relationships with people just because you don't know, what your orientation is, whether it be romantic or sexual. Just like, take it easy. Understand that you can question these things and just go from there.
Uh,
You know.
and
Hmm?
like don't feel like pressured or forced to put a label on anything. Just like
Yeah, you
if you,
really don't need a label.
yeah,
Like
no,
you really
humans just
don't.
like labels.
I personally call myself queer because I feel like
Yeah, same.
that fits me as a person because I literally don't give a fuck about someone's gender, you know? Like if I like them for who they are. And not saying like that it's like how do I explain? It's like literally I can fall in love with anyone of gender of their gender, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah,
play a huge factor into it or anything of that sort. So I use queer because I'm just the big puddle of love. I don't know.
all the love.
Yeah, but yeah, so I you literally don't have to use labels though, or you can use as vague or as specific labels as you want. Like it doesn't matter. That's
Yeah,
up to you what you feel
exactly.
comfortable
You
with.
don't owe anyone an explanation either. So
Yeah. Like I know there's pan people who if they're asked what their sexuality is, they say bi because
yeah,
of whatever reasons they may prefer or they switch between the two labels. Like that's totally fine and normal. Like you can have as many labels or as little labels
yeah,
or none at all.
exactly.
So like just don't force anything on yourself. Don't force labels on yourself.
I agree. It can make it
Yeah.
more stressful than it already is.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like that's how it was for me
Oh, I know.
before. But yeah, so I think that kind of answers that question.
Yes. So,
Okay.
our final question. We're doing pretty good on time too. We're at 52 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
So, our final question is actually a pretty simple question. Are gender fluid and
Yeah.
non binary the same term?
Nope.
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 uh, if you want to get technical, I can look up the
Oh,
definition for each for them.
yeah, non-binary is an umbrella term of those who do not identify within, the
Binary.
gender binary, as in like, between female and male. Like that they are not in that spectrum at all.
Yep, they're neither.
Um, they're neither, yes. And then gender fluid is going between what is it, two or more or
Yeah, it
yeah,
can.
like two or more genders, right? Like
Yeah, it can
yes.
vary from the binary to non-binary and everything
And so on
basically.
and so forth.
Yeah.
Technically, gender fluid is under the non-binary umbrella, correct?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, not the same term.
Nope.
If you want to look up the definitions, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so to like say it as like non-binary doesn't commit to any gender, and then gender fluid is flexible rather than committing to anything, but they also still have a gender. Like, or they still identify with genders that are there.
Hmm.
I don't know, that just made it more confusing.
But yeah, no, it's pretty basic. How we explained it, it's pretty like I think straightforward.
Yeah,
But yeah,
cool. I think
cool.
that was pretty good questions. I think,
Was there no other questions?
nope,
No.
nah,
Damn.
I
Do you
know.
want to like think of some on the spot or something?
Um, I'm not good at on the spot thing.
Oh, well, I mean, mood, but like, I don't know. Is there like any questions you'd like to know, like answered? You know what I mean? Like based on people's experiences or something like that?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
Or we can end it with
Oh, okay. I have an example. Like, remember when I asked you what, like, being gender fluid felt like to you, because I know a lot of people describe it in different ways,
Oh
such as
yeah, for
like
sure.
it's like a dial or a switch, or like a, you know, like a spectrum, or like
Mm-hmm.
a like a situational thing or something like that. So I asked you, like, what is that to you? Because obviously I don't know, since I'm
Right,
a
right,
binary trans man.
right. Well, that's a good question. For me, it's like, so I have like dysphoria, which not all gender fluid people have, but I do, and it's like for me personally, I feel like I'm always, um, I guess, gender neutral or non-binary. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm in, I guess if you look at it like a line spectrum, I feel like I'm default in the middle, but
Yeah.
then I can go off either side.
Yeah,
Like
I see what you're
sometimes,
saying. That makes sense.
sometimes like feminine or female, and then masculine side as well. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm always like it always like shoots back to default in the middle.
Yeah,
Like I don't know.
that's interesting.
Yeah, which I see a lot of people are like either one or the other, like either like masculine or male or
Yeah,
female. Sorry.
that's just pretty. And I guess, but it doesn't mean that's the only way to be gender fluid.
No, of
Obviously,
course not.
it can literally be between all genders, or just like two or three or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
like it's different for everyone.
but I don't think I ever feel like genderless. I feel like
Oh yeah.
I always,
Do you feel like non-binary at times?
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know what makes it change or move.
It just
It just
happens.
kind of
Well, that's
happens,
normal.
and I feel
It's
it.
not like, I mean, it's not like there's, yeah, it
I
just
don't,
happens.
I
That
don't
makes
know if,
sense.
the like being default like non-binary and then switching. I don't know if that like stems from dissociating because like I sometimes I like forget that I have a chest, you know? And so I
That
feel like I don't have it and
that's
then
also
like
part of like dysphoria, I'm pretty sure, right?
I
Like,
think so. I'm not sure.
because like I dissociate myself from like my certain body parts, because I, like, obviously I know it's on me, but it doesn't feel like it's,
Yeah.
supposed to be there or a part of me or something. And so just I feel very disconnected from them.
Yeah. Or like sometimes if I'm in public and someone says like not talking directly at me but like indirectly and
Yeah.
says like she or her or like it'll like confuse me
Like
for a
what?
second if
Oh,
someone
she, you mean?
yeah if they
Yeah.
use she or just refers to me as a girl in any way I'm
Oh
just
no,
like
I
kind of
understand.
confused
No, same. I feel the same. Like
and
when
then
I
I'm just
get,
like oh yeah like I look this way to other
dude, no,
people.
same, same. That's literally how I feel.
It's so
Like, I
weird.
literally, it catches me so off guard. I'm like,
Same.
oh right, I forgot I don't look like a cis male.
Yeah.
Great.
Or like I wish I could just look. I guess the word would be androgynous, right?
Yeah, androgynous.
I
Yeah.
wish I could look like that. I mean,
I'd say you're pretty. I
I don't
mean,
know.
I'd say you're pretty androgynous. I don't specifically see you as like, I don't think you present, like, to me, in my eyes it just seems like you're you. So it's
Yeah.
not like I see you as like a girly girl or something like that,
Yeah,
you know.
no.
Like, I just see you, and like not really like gender specific like stuff, you know what I mean? So I feel like I see
Hmm.
you as androgynous already.
I guess because we're like in the community and very accepting, I feel like for us it comes very like second nature, just like easy. Because once someone to me is like, oh, hey, like I'm trans or whatever, I
Oh,
want these
same.
I instantly snap to
Oh, same.
that
Yeah,
this
same.
person just looks like that to be, what they
Oh no,
say.
same.
But for other people, apparently, it's like it's
It's
hard.
weird or
I
something.
guess
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
I don't know. I've never been like that, so like I don't know.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, I don't, like, when someone tells me who they are, I'm
I
like,
don't question it.
that's them. They're them.
Exactly.
Like, that's who they are. Like, it just
That day.
that they, yeah, like literally, it's like I don't look at them and go, they look like a girl, but they said blah blah blah. Like, no, that's
Yeah,
not what I think.
no.
I just think of them as a person. Like,
Exactly.
oh yes, this is my friend, whatever, and they are this gender or not any gender. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's I don't know. For me, I don't see. I guess because we're in the community, we don't
Yeah.
link physical appearance to gender at all.
Yeah,
Really,
I
I
think
think.
because we like know that it doesn't mean anything. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, like I can't imagine like someone coming to me and saying that like they're trans and then me going, "Oh, but you know like
yeah.
oh, but every
It's
time I
so
see you, you
weird.
look like such a girly girl or something like that."
That's just messed up.
Like I literally don't understand how people like can't see that. Like, you know what I mean? Like they can't see that they are a person with a
Yeah,
gender that's
because
not what they look
everything's
like.
black and white in society, or they
Yeah,
want
like
it to be.
yeah, like just because they don't fully like look like, they don't fully look cis doesn't mean they're not that gender. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
or
It
they
just it
maybe they can't look the part to
oh yeah,
society, but they still are. Like, it doesn't
yeah,
mean
clearly.
they're not.
Yeah. Like it's a weird like
It is weird.
thing. I don't know, man. Life is weird.
Yeah, we'll get better, hopefully.
I hope so. I hope the world doesn't end in like what, 30 years? Is that what they gave us?
Even less.
20?
I'm
Was it
pretty
20?
sure it's not a lot.
20 it's 20 or 10 somewhere around that time.
Pretty
Yeah,
sad.
it's it's life.
Maybe
I'm
the
like
world will
literally
restart better.
oh true. I'm on the verge of like dissociating.
Oh no.
I don't know why. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
I think
But
I think a good way to end a podcast would be like asking them a question, maybe.
oh, and they can reply
Mhm.
to it in the comments.
Mhm.
Smash that like button. Like, hit
Subscribe
that
for
bell
more gay.
yeah, hit that bell notification to know every time we're being gay. So,
All the
um,
time.
all the time. You're right. It'd just be going off constantly. All right. Question.
Mm.
Hmm.
Um. Hmm.
Let me think.
Hmm.
Let me think. I wait. I have one forming in my head. Hold on.
Okay. Cool. Next up.
This sounds
Oh.
really vague, but like, I would say like, how would you describe what your gender is to you?
I
You know
like
what I
that
mean?
question. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's really vague or anything, or like
I mean, I think it just leaves
easy or
a lot
obvious
of
or something.
room for people to talk about it.
Interpret it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like you can, like, like for example, when I asked for you how being gender fluid is, and you explained it to me, like I want to know how, like, your guys' gender is for you, like how you feel about it and whatever.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if that's too broad or anything. Literally take that question as any way you want and just answer it, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, like, cause for me, it's like there's okay, for me it's like most of the like I don't think about like my gender all the time, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like I
Neither do
know
I.
I'm a guy, you know what I mean? But usually I just go through life like, oh, I'm a person, I'm me, I'm my own unique person. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I know that I'm a guy because I feel that, you know?
Yeah.
Um and it's just I guess not like a super like huge focus in my life, you know what I mean? Like obviously I want to transition clearly.
Yeah.
No shit. Because that will help alleviate dysphoria and stuff. But like, I don't. Like, I just feel like a unique individual most of the time because I feel like I'm a very complex person with a lot of emotions and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like all
Uh,
people are.
what?
I feel like all people are.
Yeah, like everyone is more than just like their gender,
Yeah.
sexuality. You know what I mean? Like they're literally like we're all complex beings. So like I don't think about my gender 24/7, but there are times where I'll feel like euphoria and feel super masculine or something like that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah. I
But
get euphoria a lot.
yeah, I get it too. Oh, that shirt that I got today. I also got some other shirts. So oh,
Ooh.
and I got new shoes, and it
Oh
looks
hell
so
yeah.
nice. Like I'm big happy right now because they're really rad and they're my shirts. So
Oh yeah,
for you.
for you.
Yeah. Did you
Mm.
want to ask a question too, or no?
No, I like your question. It's
Okay.
a big chunk of a question, so I
I
think
thought you
that's
were about
good.
to say Big Chungus. I'm like, you're done. I was like,
No, that's
weird.
a dead meme.
Yeah, it is
Uh,
such a dead meme.
I just
It
want
will
to
not be.
say no, no, no. I just want to say that next episode will be about Pride. Um,
It'll
just
be
because it's
that
Pride Month.
happier.
Yes, yes, happier. We'll talk about, well, maybe not too much happier, because I feel like we could talk about like the history of Pride, and that's
Oh,
not a very happy.
that's what I was thinking too. But like, obviously it's super important. But like, I'm not a history major, all right?
Oh, I
I
know.
don't want to get information wrong.
That's true. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we'll do something Pride related.
Wait, what's that?
What?
What was her first name was Marsha, right?
I think one
Was
of
it
them
Martha?
was, or
Am I dumb? Wait,
I
give
don't
me a second.
remember.
I just like totally like blanked out in my mind. Hold on.
I'm bad at
I love how I'm like,
memorizing.
yeah, I did a. It is Marsha P. Johnson. Okay, I'm
Okay,
right.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I literally for a second I blanked. I'm like, I love how I was like, oh yeah, I did a project on her, and then I'm like, what the fuck was her first name again?
I've done that so many times. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah. Anyways,
we'll figure something out for Pride Month, and there probably won't be a podcast episode for like a month because I'm going to Europe and with my family,
yeah,
and probably will not have
internet.
no, yeah, and also I'm not gonna have my computer, so.
That too. That too.
But yeah, so I don't know.
But yeah. So
So
I
yeah,
think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, I
I hope
hope
we answered questions in a clear way.
the best we
Hope it
could.
helped some of you. I hope.
Yeah, I hope we
I
did
really
good.
hope.
And
Yeah.
feel free to ask more questions. We can do this another time with more questions,
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah.
and whatnot. So thank you for watching Queer Central Station.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Wait, watching, don't you mean listening?
Same thing.
It's like the same thing. Thank you for watching the screen and listening intently to our conversation.
It is on YouTube, so
Yeah, no, I know. You can technically watch it, but yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah.
Thanks
Thank
for
you for
listening.
tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in to our podcast.
I hope you enjoy it, and
Yes.
see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Boy.